New Brew Thursday! Woo! And we got a pretty special episode today, don't we?
No, we don't.
100 bitches.
100 episodes.
Yeah.
Pretty
Now,
awesome.
you might look through our feed and go, 100.
There's like 110 in there. What's
No,
up
there's
with
more
that?
like 130 or 40, but technically speaking, shows we've done in studio or on location.
Well, actual episodes of New Brew
Right,
Thursday
'cause we've had
versus like
extras
NBT extras
stuff like
or
that.
anything that happened pre-November 2009. So,
Or anything that happened
Yeah.
before I was
That was a
here.
very
Nice.
dark period of Thursday. if I'm to quote Jason Harris.
nice.
It was a dark period
No,
of this
it was
podcast.
a very wonderful time for me, but it's
No, it was great, 'cause
that was a different show than what we do.
Well, I watched
So,
that show.
Yeah,
I
that
mean-
was more of that was a traditional beer review show where we're like, I don't like this beer, I give this beer a C or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And now
Three
it's
and a
half stars.
Yeah,
It was still New Brew Thursday.
Right,
You guys were
yeah.
goofing around,
Goofing
and
around.
slapping each other.
but like this is the new incarnation,
lots of this.
and which is also why we celebrate our anniversary on November 4th.
Sorry about that.
You just
Speaking
let
of
that
which-
go.
It happens.
That was very zen-like of
Yeah,
you.
it's like scene. We're having our anniversary party on October 27th, and you should be there. And if you have to buy a ticket and fly out, then you should do that as well.
Yep,
Yeah.
Beachwood in Long Beach, Beachwood Barbecue and Brewing.
Yeah,
It's
the
gonna
only
be
ticket
pretty awesome.
the only ticket you'd have to buy is a plane ticket because it's free.
Yep.
I mean, you have to buy your own alcohol and whatnot. But last year we tried the whole
You
ticket
have to
thing.
pay Beachwood to go. You do not have to pay us to go.
Yeah, last time we tried the whole ticket thing, and it was just kind of a
Pain in the
fiasco.
ass.
We broke even, which was the goal. So it worked out. Well, they don't need to know that. But yeah.
So we did.
Yeah, we did.
But there was a lot of
They-
people there, and it was really fun. And I
we
think
had we had a blast.
this year it's
So-
looking like there's going to be at least reserved on Facebook a lot more people compared to
Yeah.
last year, which means there's going to be more people. Period.
That's the thing. I think we sold like 35 or 40 tickets last year, and
Yeah.
then like 100 people showed up.
And now there's like 52 reserved, I think. Or,
Right.
you know,
So, but
attending.
come on out. We Beachwood, they're freaking rad. They may have amazing food and amazing
They
beer.
brewed a beer for us.
I was going to
They brewed
say.
a beer for us.
Brewed a beer for us.
Alpha Supreme.
Alpha Supreme is the MBT's second anniversary beer.
It's basically
a pale ale
a-
with rye.
It's a rye pale ale with Nelson
hops.
Hops, yeah.
Which you've definitely heard us mention before.
Nelson and Summit hops. And I did a
Yummy.
little bit of filming of the brew day. So I don't know, maybe you'll see it right now while I'm talking. Here's the filming of the brew day. And yeah, so
Look at John editing the show during the show. Whatever.
come to the party. It's gonna be fun. It's on a Thursday. It's a commitment, but it's worth it.
It's going to be awesome.
So to commemorate this special event, we chose a random beer.
No, we
It's
chose
a
a beer.
a new beer. 'Cause
This is-
new Brew
yeah, this
Thursday,
is-
so it's new for all of us.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that a lot of people may not realize is that, and I think they probably get it because they're intelligent human beings because they watch us. We drink a lot of beer, so clearly sometimes we drink a beer and be like, oh my god, I want to do a show on this. So when we're doing a show, it's like, this isn't a new beer for us.
Right.
And the whole point of the show is that we're introducing new beers for you. But this week, we are all doing a beer that none of us have ever had.
This is kind of, I think, in the vein of the original New Brew Thursday concept,
Right.
where you're actually trying a new beer. So this is Jolly Pumpkin's Noel de Calabaza.
Noel de Calabaza, yes.
See, and I wanted you to start the show because you were the one that can pronounce the beer.
Well,
and then you just never even did it.
Well, you know.
Back on probation.
All right. Oh, man.
So, yeah, this is a Belgian strong dark ale, or a Belgian dark strong ale, or a dark Belgian
It's just a
strong
name.
ale,
Yeah.
It's
or an
Belgian.
ale that's Belgian and strong and dark.
There you go.
But it should be pointed out
It's very
that
carbonated.
it's a Jolly Pumpkin beer, and Jolly Pumpkin, we haven't done a Jolly Pumpkin beer on
we
the
have
show. Yeah, Jolly Pumpkin is one of my favorite breweries because they're sort of unique in that they took the like wild sour beer concept and ran with it. Basically, like when they brew a beer, it's going to be sour. Just because of like how their fermentation tanks are, they all have
That's
bugs
what they
in them.
do.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. And so they have a stout that is sour because it's because it's a Jolly Pumpkin beer.
And now everyone has a stout that's soured.
Yeah, seriously.
I actually thought that whole thing was like, oh, my sour beer or my dark beer soured. Well, it's a sour dark.
Yeah,
So-
right.
Well, I mean, there's an art to souring
a beer
stout.
properly. Yeah, there's a difference between sour and infected.
When a stout goes, yeah, exactly. When you get an infected stout, it's just like,
it's like, yes, this is sour, but not in that good, tasty way that this is.
Yeah.
So-
It's like, why does this taste like diapers? You
Well,
know?
cheers.
But cheers
to
to 100 episodes.
cheers.
Cheers to the greatest two guys in the world. Me and Matt.
Yeah. I knew you were going to say that.
That was so easy to see coming. Come
I was
on.
like, throwing out the ball, and I'm just like, I'm going to let you take that one.
But yeah, so yum.
Yeah. Yeah, see, Jolly Pumpkin has that very signature kind of like tart funk to it, which I
Yeah.
love. I mean, you can always tell it's a Jolly Pumpkin beer
Well,
right away.
Ron Jeffries as a whole is just a really cool dude too.
Yeah,
so.
like pretty much one of the coolest dudes ever.
This is an interesting smell.
Yeah, it has that almost kind of like double sort of like, figgy kind of fruitiness to it, but then it's also funky.
Yeah, it's very
And it's got that
it's very
spice.
along the lines of like a Chimay Blue with Brettanomyces. That's
It's
kind
like
of what I would.
Chimay Blue, but dare I say, a little better.
Well, yeah, I mean, I
Hey, well,
Nice.
Depending on what you're going for.
I don't think that's blasphemous.
It's like,
it's a different beer. It's, I mean, with the Brettanomyces brings
Maybe I
out a
shouldn't
whole
have said
different,
better, yeah.
it
Maybe,
brings a whole different like flavor quality.
Chimay
to
Blue
it.
with a twist. Maybe.
There you
Right.
go. There you go. We should also point out that this is blend 4 from 2009. So we're going vintage.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no accessible beers on the 100. Sorry. But yeah, so oh yeah, sorry.
All right, yay! All right, I'm included.
God, that was me in high school. Anyway,
Wow, this is getting weird.
yeah, this is memory lane.
Oh man.
No, but I think it'd be kind of cool. Like, I didn't want this episode to be like, oh my God, we've done 100 episodes. We're so fucking cool. Like, we do whatever we want, and we do the. But I do think that it'd be cool to like share, maybe like what one of our fondest memories was over the last 100 episodes.
Okay, my fondest memory was you spitting beer. Brad was on a robot camera.
Yeah.
That was pretty epic because as complicated as it seemed, it was actually
off on
very
the edge,
easy to
yeah.
set up. And then you spit beer out.
Yeah. Thanks, Bill, for making me blow it over my palate.
Face exploded.
Yeah. And then, of course, I think the next weekend after we released that episode was some beer fest at Stone. And I went to an after party with Bill somewhere, and they had a big screen TV up with the computer, and he brought up the episode. He's
That
like,
was at Patty's house,
Yeah, he's
yeah.
like, watch Steve spit beer out, and it just got played over and over. And I was just like, I want to go home now. It was like,
So, Steve, what's one of your fondest New Brew Thursday memories?
so many.
There are a lot.
There are a lot, and I mean,
We've done a whole lot.
And I'm trying to, like, I mean, I have a lot of them, but I don't want to come across as like, oh, I got to do this, and it was awesome.
Well, we
Whatever.
did get.
that's a
it's
pretty
not
big
we,
part of it.
we were
Yeah.
given the opportunity.
Right.
We took it upon ourselves to go do these things. So,
Right. So, I would say sitting in between Greg and James drinking Tactical Nuclear Penguin at 9:30 in the morning
Sorry,
on Sunday.
what were you drinking?
Tactical Nuclear Penguin, and
you
I
go.
cannot say nuclear, so get over it. Me
Yeah.
and George Bush, we have coffee every morning, and we say nuclear incorrectly together.
Killer.
But
No,
no,
I don't want to
mean,
be on the show anymore. Every morning, really? You sell out.
yeah, well, anyway.
He's got
Yeah.
a jet that he does this.
Yeah, I just do this whole thing
flies
every
to
day.
Texas.
It's a long commute, but I take care of business. Anyway,
Yeah, that was.
9:30 in the morning, a 32% alcohol beer. It was insane. It gave me a new perspective on that beer, listening to the way James described the flavor profile and what he got off of it and how excited he was when he was drinking it.
Yeah, we are like, beer geeks. We kind of geek out on the beer celebrities in the community. And that moment, we were at Greg's house,
Right,
and then James was there,
right.
and I'm just like,
Well, and then
Is
afterwards,
this really happening? Like,
well, and then afterwards, we
What?
got to film their April Fool's joke for Stone's April. Every year, Stone
guys
does
filmed
that.
that?
Yeah, we did the
the pale
pale-
imperial style.
yeah the pale imperial
Yeah.
style. What was that? Leviathan.
no, it wasn't Leviathan. You and your Leviathan. Everything was.
Oh no, Luciferin. Luciferin.
There you
yes.
go.
I just like the word Leviathan.
Well, there was
So-
a beer called Leviathan, and I'm gonna buy some for you.
Nice.
Yeah,
Anyway.
we actually got to film that afterwards, and
Yeah, that was just a freaking rad day.
we didn't edit that or anything. That was
Right,
Red
it was
Tail.
just raw footage
But
went to Red Tail,
we got
so.
to film it, and it was just like, okay, we'll film that. That's cool.
Yeah, if you look carefully when you're watching it, you'll see my hand.
Yeah, seriously. Like Steve dipped the camera in at one point, and they left it in there. I was like, "Oh, Steve."
So yeah, that was a really cool day. And but I mean, there's so many of them. I just like even like going out to Dogfish Head and like chilling after the show with Sam and Mariah and drinking beers. And
Even the night before was really cool. I mean, because we went there and we actually met up with Brad's grandparents. Was it?
Yeah, that was so weird. Like, Brad said nothing about it on the way there. It was just like, we get there and he's like, oh, by the way, my grandparents are coming over. And I'm like,
yeah.
What?
But it was really cool, and we actually got, that was the one night we tried a lot of beers from Dogfish that they only have at the brew pub.
Yeah.
And we got in, there was two guys there from some European country that they were there all day.
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, we just got here from California, by the way, and we're blah, blah, blah. And they're like, yeah, those guys are from Europe, and they've been here since 6 in the morning.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're like,
exactly.
all right. Well,
No, I will say, like, over the course of our 100 episodes, the one thing I did learn was that we could not go to any city in the United States without running into somebody that Brad knows.
Yeah, seriously. It was
like
bizarre.
crazy. Yeah.
You're just like, Brad, who do you not know? Which is kind of cool for Brad.
Yeah.
If he ever needs
seriously,
a place to stay.
he has a place
Yeah.
to stay in every
Yeah.
city in the country.
Yeah, I know people in Riverside. That's who I know. That's it. You know,
You're a well-traveled man, sir.
Yeah, exactly. My people are very concentrated, I guess, and that's everyone. You know, except for you guys, because you live in Paris. So you know that's
Paris, California.
Moreno Valley.
Yeah, I live in Paris. He lives in Moreno Valley.
yeah. And you're
We
separated by a
have
mile.
we have a legal restraining order.
We have a
cannot
city-
live in the same.
We have a
city.
hymen.
Yeah, a hymen. It cannot be broken.
It's very delicate. It's still there.
Still there.
Right.
Have I pierced
It's
said
the
hymen?
yeah, no. Wow. No, you did not. So, Matt.
We're getting so vulgar right now.
Let's see. You've done what? 6 episodes or no?
More than that.
Yeah, like what? It's been
I'm
like
not-
4 months now, huh?
Yeah, like 5, I think, something like that.
What was? it was like mid July.
Something like that.
Yeah, so you've been around for a while.
Yeah,
So what do you think? What's your fondest memory from the time you've been here?
So
Feel free
far,
to use
or
memories
from-
of shows that you watched before you got.
I'm gonna go with so far since I've been on, and I have 2. One was the Blue Palms anniversary.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, it's like before that I was kind of like, you know, I almost felt like a dude kind of showed up like, hey, how's it going? I'm Matt and I'm on the show, you know. But that was the first time that I almost felt like kind of, I don't know, part of the clan. You know what I mean? I had people yelling New Brew Thursday at me like from the crowd,
Nice.
which was one of the most surreal experiences of my entire life. It's like, you know, random dude who's like, I know who you are. I'm like, oh shit, you do. Right on, dude. And like, it kind of took me a minute to get used to that, but it was awesome. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So that was more like just the fact that it was a fresh experience for me. And then the second was probably, it wasn't on film, but, well, it sort of was, but GABF in general that we just got back from is probably the coolest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, GABF is an amazing experience.
It was the most epic
and I
thing.
think it's. I will say
ever.
this: it's made more amazing when you are given the opportunity to go as media or whatever, because it's like you get to go in before the crowd. You're there before there's anybody in there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and it's like it's kind of like I think about it like, if we ever stop doing the show, like, will I be able to go to GABF? Like, will I be able to deal with that?
It was really cool, like, going there, like, with a purpose. You know what I mean? Like, how...
Other than drinking massive amounts of
Yeah,
beer.
exactly.
Right,
I mean,
exactly.
and like, probably the peak of all that was Distill, because, you know, like, we were there, and the first day, everyone was talking about Distill, you gotta go Distill, and, like, all these amazing sours and everything like that. And we were like, we gotta film with them, and it just gave... To me, it gave more, I don't know, like perspective on the whole thing, how, you know, we're here for a reason. We have to, like, film these guys because they're awesome, and we have to go and check them out.
Well, I think
And
for
it was
me, like, because, you know, I went to GABF a couple years before the show, going for the show, and, you know, I never talked to anybody. I never went up to any of the brewers or was like, hey, let me talk to you about your beer, and you do this, and whatever, even though I wanted to, but it was like, I felt like, oh, I'm a random guy, like,
Yeah, they're busy
now,
right now.
yeah, it's like, you know, you kind of feel awkward about doing it, but now I'm like, hey, I have to because I have to earn this media pass that I got, like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
so, and it's
that
been a
being-
great experience because I've been able to meet and talk to. And,
That's what I was
you
just
know,
about to say.
yeah.
That being said, the fact that we're forced to have to talk to these people it's not like it's a negative thing because
Right.
every time we do, we walk away going, "I'm really glad we did that."
Yeah, it's like that was such a rad experience. Being able to
with
do
the
that,
possible
yeah.
exception of maybe Matt, like John and I we're not necessarily outgoing. You know,
Okay,
I mean,
no. I am not outgoing. Steve is the most outgoing
You are
person
very.
I know.
I forced myself to be outgoing. I would prefer to sit in the corner quietly and not talk to anybody. But,
I sincerely do.
well, anyway, the point is
Depends
that
on how
like
many of these.
if I'm by myself or whatever, and it's like I don't make that effort, which is why I beg you guys to come up and say hi to me because it's like I have this like oh I think I know him, but I'm just gonna go over here. Like I am kind of, and it's a lot easier to stand here and be goofy and outgoing and whatever than it is to go up to this brewer that's like, I love your beers, I think you're awesome, you're cool. And it's like, okay, so can I find the line between not being a gushing fanboy and actually looking like a professional person who has this camera behind me?
Yeah, yeah,
so
Yeah, well, that's the beauty of our show. We're not professionals. We're geeks for
Who likes
craft
beer show.
beer,
Yeah.
and we as much as the average person might walk up to an awesome brewery and go, "Dude, your beers are so awesome." We're doing the same exact thing.
Yeah, there's
Except
a certain,
we get to like
there's a
film
certain
it.
amount of gushing fanboyism that
Right.
goes on, like
and they're forced to talk to us,
Yeah.
even though they don't want to.
Like when we do Firestone, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah, I warned them about that actually. Most of all, though, I think the actual fondest memories I have of starting the show and doing the show is like all the freaking cool people we've met that are beer geeks like us who have the same interest as us that want to drink beer and come up and meet us and like it's so freaking cool to go to a event like a Stone event or GABF or whatever and have people come up and be like, oh, I watch your show and I like what you guys are doing and I love beer too, and having people come up and tell me that they used to drink Coors Light and have now stopped drinking Coors Light because they watched the show is just like, that's why I put this show together. That's why I wanted this show to be on the internet, and to know that that's actually happening, to know that that's being fulfilled is like the greatest sense of accomplishment I've ever had.
That was part of like the awesomeness of GABF too. Is like we would be walking around the floor at GABF and we would have people come up to us and just say, "Hey guys, really love the podcast. Thanks for doing that. Keep it up." That in and of itself was just incredibly gratifying.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's
So,
like-
having people that we've had an impact on them and how they view craft beer in general.
Like Ricky, who he can't celebrate New Beer Thursday, but he celebrates New Beer Friday. Watches it at work on Friday mornings.
Yep,
And
exactly.
he asked us not to scream so much because he wears headphones.
And I will say, I took that comment to heart. The last Funkworks episode, I spent a lot of time like
Adjusting the
doing
volume.
the audio myself.
Yeah.
I'm not relying on a piece of software to do it. Like, yeah.
And I
You're
had,
just doing it
a
the hard
nice
way.
a nice couple come up to me and they're like, "Can we take our picture with it?" I'm like, "Sure." And they're like, "Say sausages," and I'm like, "Yes." That was awesome. Like sausages. So I mean, it's been like I never imagined it would be as freaking cool as it has been for the
Yeah.
last couple years.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited for this 2-year anniversary party. I really want as many people who watch the show who can make it out there to come out if you can. It's going to be a really good time, and I really want to see everybody and hug you
Have a
awkwardly,
good time.
And I will
grab
say,
parts of your
Dude,
body.
someday you're gonna be able to give a hug and it won't be awkward. That's gonna happen someday.
Nope,
I will say this though. Apologies for not really getting into this beer.
it's amazing and awesome.
It's awesome.
It's a fantastic beer. Jolly Pumpkin, good job, as always.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Well done.
Well done, Ron Jeffries.
Yes.
There is nothing bad to say.
I will
about
hug
this
you
beer.
awkwardly.
Yeah, it's delicious. It's almost actually going back to the beer. It's almost like Flemish Ready, where it's got like that dark malt profile, but it has a little
Yeah.
bit of tartness. It's got a little bit of funk.
That's a pretty good way to put it. It's pretty much like a Flemish red kind of.
I'd almost,
It's a
I'd almost
long
put it right on the
waistline.
the border of like the Duchess de Bourgeois.
No, because
This is way more on the tart end than the.
Well, it's not as acidic as Duchess de Bourgeois.
Yeah,
is,
way
exactly.
less acidic.
Yeah.
but it's heading in that flavor. Like if you don't,
it's more malt forward like that.
right. If you head into that flavor profile that Duchess is, that's where I would put this beer.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. It's along
Not
those lines.
not if you took the vinegar out of it.
Exactly, but
So,
it has a
but
nice
that's a big
spicy
part of
quality
Dutchess.
too.
No, I know, but I mean,
Yeah.
I'm going for like the malt bill because that's what we're talking
Okay.
about.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
Well,
But a
thanks
fantastic
for
beer.
watching the show. Here's to another 100 episodes. And until
Word.
next time, stay safe and drink some freaking beer.